My name is Basit Oyebanji. I'm here with David.
David, we're from Ireland, Cork, Ireland.
Okay. Just for some context, me and David are both in the online high ticket space, so remote sales. For those of you that don't really know what high ticket sales is, there'll probably be a video down below, someone explaining it. But high ticket sales is basically a industry in which you can work remotely anywhere in the world. You can work from the comfort of your own home if you want to travel the world and choose your own hours, location freedom, time freedom, and complete uncapped commission earnings. All right. So David started doing high ticket sales as well recently enough, and we've both kind of been on the journey for the last while. So I just wanted to kind of catch up with David, see how he's been getting on, and just kind of get his insight into how the journey has been. So David, thanks for joining me.
The pleasure is mine.
I guess a good starting point is, before I kind of told you high ticket sales, what were you doing? What was your day today?
It was confusing. Like, oh Jesus, bro, it was so confusing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
obviously lockdown hit, went to college. That was great. Done biopharma in Waterford. Yeah, it was good. You know, I liked it, but
Yeah.
I was always someone from young that, like, even my parent teacher meeting, great student, didn't really like being told what to do. You know?
Yeah.
So
One of them ones.
I was like, okay, I'm stubborn, but let's try channel this into something positive, right?
Yeah.
So I done a bit of that pharma, went back to warehousing, told myself I was saving up.
Yeah.
I wasn't saving up at all.
Fair.
Just doing rubbish. And then obviously we started talking.
Yeah.
And I remember the first thing you told me about high ticket. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. You know, 5-10K a month. I was like, no, because all I knew was like 2K, 3K a month at max. But then, yeah, it took a leap. Now we're here now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Love that. What convinced you? Because I know when we spoke about it, like, I remember this conversation with David vividly, and I was like, high ticket, man, high ticket. He was like, he listened to listen, but I knew it was.
Yeah.
So what convinced you? What was the turning point for you?
I don't know. For me, it was, well, there was a few things. Obviously, everyone wants to be rich, have a nice car, all of that stuff. But for me, it was a bit deeper. Like, just, you know, my parents were working more hours a week than me.
Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking because there was nothing I could do to help. The only person benefiting from my week-to-week wages was myself.
Yeah.
I didn't really have much to give anyone else. So I was like, I need to make that jump.
Yeah.
But I was like, how do I make that jump?
100%.
Then when I started seeing, you know, like, we spoke around January.
Yeah.
And you were telling me about, like, you know, like, you were making money. So I was like, yeah, okay, let me give this a shot, you know? And then, yeah, it's infectious, you know. You infected me with some mindset of anyone can do it, imposter syndrome. Here we are now, man. You know,
living, learning.
Yeah.
Love that. What was your learning journey like? Because obviously you had like your own interesting journey. It's quite different to me, different to Jaden. What was your journey like in high ticket sales?
It doesn't really make sense. You know, it actually doesn't. Like, December, I was working in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Now we're here talking about high ticket. In terms of my journey, like, okay, I knew, it takes money to make money, all of this nice stuff, but I didn't have that money, but I wanted to make money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to come to realization that I need to put my head down, save, and just invest into myself. Ever since doing that, you know, entering high ticket, seeing everything from the back end.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, and then it just starts to change your mindset. I think I had like 300 euros, I remember, one week, and I went to the range, bought a desk, bought everything. You know, my mom thought I was going crazy. But I had faith. I was like, I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah.
And just learning every single day, man. You know, learning every day. We speak a lot. You told me a lot about it from your side.
Yeah.
Just being able to see that other people are doing it is good. So it's been a confusing journey.
Yeah.
We got there.
Love that, man. Love that. There. So yeah, David, for context, David had his own journey. Obviously went out, got mentorship, learned from some of the best in the industry, and then just got to work applying it. I guess in terms of jobs, because David's kind of been through a few different offers, what would you say has been the differences in the offers you've been on so far?
Yeah, I've been on a few offers. I'm just that person that I can't stay somewhere if I feel like it's not really aligning with me. You know, that's like another word that means a lot to me now, alignment.
Yeah.
Because it has to make sense to you.
100%.
Every offer has been good in its way, but if you don't have full faith in what you're trying to sell, it's going to show in your conviction, right?
Yeah.
So my first offer was great, jumped in, made friends, but like a lot of people know in this high ticket space, your first offer probably won't be your last.
Yeah.
You go in there to learn, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and moving forward. And yeah, I'm on my I think I'm on my fourth offer now, and now I'm happy. I'm happy now. But the first
Solid.
three, a lot of people might think after the first or second one, maybe high ticket isn't for me.
Yeah.
But that's never the case, man. Just
Yeah.
I need to keep at it.
And obviously, high ticket sales is very different to your typical 9 to 5 corporate lifestyle. So I guess, what's the biggest difference between a 9 to 5 and high ticket sales, would you say?
Good question, man. Well, there's obviously the hours. Like, I felt like in my 9 to 5, I felt personally I was being limited to a figure an hour.
Yeah.
And no matter what I done in that hour, I was only being rewarded for that figure. So the difference is, I think when I switched on, me personally, I start warehousing at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
7 to 5 p.m. I'm on autopilot. I'm getting paid to just be present, just be there, to not be late. But I was never actually applying my brain, and it kind of demotivates you to think outside the box.
Okay.
But then coming into high ticket, seeing that you're directly rewarded for everything you do, that's where the hunger comes out. And
Yeah.
you see the world from a different point of view. I can make X amount if I put in the work.
Yeah.
I suppose the main difference for me, to sum that question up, is in high ticket, you are the resistance. Like, you'll go as quick as you want to go.
100%.
But then in a 9 to 5, it's not really up to you.
Okay. Love that, man. And I guess between, obviously, you were trained up, you had the skill set, between actually like getting an interview to getting on the job, working, earning, how long would you say that took, that whole process?
For me, well, I quit my full-time job before I started because I had full faith I was going to make it work. So I got there a bit quicker.
Yeah.
But for me, it took me, I think, to get my first offer from when I started, I would say a month.
Okay.
But to get the offer I wanted,
Yeah.
I would say about 2 months.
2
But
months.
the whole time you're learning, so the time just flies.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 2
And then
months.
when you got that ideal offer, like, what was the realistic journey from I'm in now, getting to work, and actually starting to see results?
How long did it take?
Yeah.
I think like 4 days before I collected my first cash collected.
Yeah.
Something like nothing crazy, but
Nice.
it shows you the system works. Like the system does work, and every day you're learning. Picking the brain off the best people in the offer, trying to learn out what they done right, what they wish they didn't do. So
Yeah.
it kind of fast tracks your journey. Right?
Yeah,
But
100%.
again, that's just down to your individual journey.
Yeah. And let's say the offer, like your best offer, what were they selling? What was like the price points and stuff?
We were selling, well, at the moment it's still live. It's a new enough offer now. We're selling at 3 different prices, so it ranges from 2K to 10K.
Okay.
It's actually TikTok shop affiliate, so basically just a whole new way of making money online on TikTok, as TikTok is almost as famous as Instagram now.
Literally.
So
Yeah.
everyone wants that remote life, posting content out on the beach. So yeah, that's what I'm selling, man.
Okay. And so what, 2K to 10K offer, and let's just say you're a closer on that offer. If you close a sale, what would be the earning potential?
On a 2K ticket, you'd be getting like €200.
Okay.
You could be hybrid. You could set it yourself, get €300.
Yeah.
And it goes up to the 10K ticket. You'll get 1K off a 40-minute call skill set with the right sale.
Nice.
That's crazy. Like,
And that's per sale.
Per sale. 40 minutes of your life, 1K.
Okay. So you can, let's say if you take 3 calls a day, set a 10K ticket 3 times, you can make 3K.
Yeah, and that's a very average amount.
Okay. Solid, man. Solid. That's been really insightful. I guess final things then, obviously you're now someone that's in the industry. You've came through 9 to 5, teaching, applying for offers, and now you're earning, right? If you were speaking to someone that's in your shoes, kind of in that 9 to 5 path at the moment, what advice would you give to them? Maybe about the risk, maybe about jumping, if they're a bit hesitant, what would you say to them?
Take that jump. You just need to take that jump. I jumped on a call. I invested €5,000. It was 5,000 all in all.
Yeah.
You remember the conversations about that, but then I thought about it like €5,000 is the price.
Yeah.
But then you have to ask yourself, like, what's the cost of not making any change down the line? Which is going to cost more? 5K that you're going to make back if you're determined, or you're like 50, 60, and then you're like, fuck, I should have done this.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
So take that jump, channel your fear into something positive, and you will see it.
Love that, man. Love that. Yeah, just for some context, Jacob. just for some context, David's now in a really good company. He's working under ECJ, so he's working under multimillionaires, networking with high-level entrepreneurs, motivated individuals in the space. So 9 to 5 warehouse worker to working under millionaires. That's the possibility of high ticket sales, you know. So if it is something that maybe you watching wants to get into as well, just drop a message, give a shout. We don't bite. We're not scary people.
We're nice people.
We'd love to help as well. So yeah, thanks for that, man.
Sweet, man.